Shalom, everyone. This is Rabbi Leider of the Chabad Center of University City in San Diego, bringing to you another one of my inspiring, hopefully, videos. They say that cleanliness is close to godliness. Is that true? Is that really true? Certainly in these days, we know that we all have to be very clean. We have to wash our hands all the time, at least 20 seconds in each hand, because of the virus situation. But Judaism has always believed in cleanliness. We've always believed that we need to keep clean, to wash our hands, to bathe our body throughout the generations. In fact, in the 1960s, they dug up the ruins of Masada in Israel, and they found mikvahs there, ritual baths. And they conform to exactly the specifications of mikvahs that we have to do. And for those who think that people went to mikvah in order to cleanse themselves, to bathe, that is not true, because right next to the mikvahs, they found bathhouses, bathrooms, like rooms of bathing that were very different than a mikvah. So Jewish people always bathed, but we didn't do it because of cleanliness. We did it because of godliness. And there are many, many times throughout the day the Jewish people are supposed to wash their hands. We wash our hands in the morning when we wake up. We wash our hands before we eat bread, of course, the Netilas Yadayim. But there are other times we wash our hands as well after we take a haircut. If we touch the floor, if we touch parts of our body that are normally covered, we wash our hands after we bathe, and so on and so forth. There are many, many different times. Now, why do Jewish people wash their hands so many times during the day? Why is that? Is it because we knew something that the non-Jews didn't know about bacteria and infection and diseases? Not at all. Let's understand that bacteria was only discovered in the 1800s by Louis Pasteur. And Jewish people have been bathing and washing their hands for centuries before that. We didn't know anything about bacteria. No one did. Why then did we bathe? Why then did we wash so meticulously throughout the ages? And the answer is because it was a godly thing to do. Because Hashem, God, wanted us to wash our hands as a sign of our holiness. I'm reminded of stories of the Holocaust when Jewish people were rounded up and put into these terribly confining boxcars on their way to the concentration camps. And a Jew had within him a little container of water, just a small amount of water. And what did he do with that water? Instead of washing his hands, instead of drinking it, he would wash his hands. Why did he do that? He washed his hands because he was about to pray. Because for Jews, godliness is the most important thing of all, and it's been godliness that has kept us strong and Jewish and healthy throughout the ages. As a side point, did God really intend for us to wash our hands because of cleanliness or godliness? Well, very likely. Did we know it at the time? No, we didn't know it at the time. And therefore, when people in the world were coming down with all kinds of contagious diseases and plagues and all kinds of flus and maladies like that, many Jewish people, most Jewish people, survived these things. And the non-Jews thought, why are Jews not coming down with the bubonic plague or things like that? They said because the devil is in us. But in reality, we didn't come down with these things because it was the godly thing to do, and God told us to do it, and that's why we did it. This is why we did it. Today we are washing our hands as never before. We're cleansing ourselves. We're keeping ourselves clean to prevent ourselves from coming in contact with the coronavirus, which is a new idea, a new thing. But nevertheless, Jewish people should always continue washing and continue bathing, even without any virus, because this is what God wanted us to do. The word for mayim, water, is from the idea of a holy place. That water flows from a high place to a low place, from a high mountain to a low valley, and therefore also water comes from godliness. That God tells us that water is a blessing, and water should be used for holiness and purity, and not just for plain cleanliness. But cleanliness is clearly a side point to the water. So I'd like to wish you all a happy and a healthy week. And please stay safe. Keep washing your hands. Keep watching out for any semblance of disease or any type of contagion in any which way. I want to wish you all a happy and a healthy and a good week to come. And we'll see you at the end of the week. Shalom, shalom.